What's going on, world? It is Al D, Deaf Dealer Gray. Or, I hope this isn't backwards on the video, but Al, Al the Deaf Dealer Gray, Black God shit. And, I'm here to, first, I want to speak on the art projects that I have in the works for the year. Baltimore Nights is the first official project. That's the first of 4 projects that I'm working on. Baltimore Nights will be completely self-financed and will be released to the public. It's going to be drawn in a very rough style in terms of it's not going to be colored. It's black and white, and it's very conventional. I made it unique ways. You're just gonna see basically, and just in general, I'm aiming to release 0 issue, which is just a prologue of the book to get you into the world and to the general tone of how the book will be. I'm gonna release that sometime near the end or the middle of summer. So of course, everybody that's following it and paying attention, I'm really appreciative. I love everyone that's paying close attention to people that shared my art. So I appreciate you guys and love you. And believe me, more stuff is coming. Follow me on Instagram, Black God Comics, as well as Facebook page, Tumblr, Black God Comics. It's just universal. Black God Comics. And if you see a motherfucker with some dope ass black shit, drawn black women, drawn black guys, drawn just anything that promotes black people in a positive light in artistry, just check me out. And any other artist that does the same thing, because imagery and representation matters. But the topic at hand is consciousness is a trend, and that's a problem. It's a trend right now to be Afrocentric and conscious. And I more want to speak this to women, because I know a lot of women that have went through a metamorphosis, and I think it's a beautiful thing of self-love, self-acceptance, and of course, a high level of confidence in the knowledge of your black godliness. And I think that is an incredible thing. I think it's beautiful. But I also have to be wary of, I want my queens to be aware that just because a brother wears a dashiki and, got all these little funny ass necklaces and all that, that doesn't mean that he is on the same level as you. And that's vice versa as well. Again, I see a lot of people putting on costumes. A lot of people doing things that are wholly unnecessary to express your spiritual beliefs. Dashikis, all the Egyptian imagery, 1,001 tattoos of unks, and that doesn't mean anything. I've seen rapists in the black community that have the Andrican symbol supremacy of God across them. So I never I don't pay attention to those things when I talk to her. Even if I meet a woman who have the afro with the dashikis, it comes to conversation. If our conversation doesn't lead, or if your practice doesn't lead me to a conclusion of authenticity, then I already know that this is just a costume. And I want my queens to be conscious of that, to be aware of that these niggas will act like Malcolm X just to get the ass, shorty. You know what I mean? And I know how damaging that could be when you reach a new elevated state of consciousness and you meet a guy who you think is on the same level as you, and then you're still used to the same capacity that you could have been if you were still unconscious to certain things around you on every scale or whatever. And that is incredibly damaging to somebody's mind who's reached a level in which they thought they were above that, and someone's infiltrated that, because some of these guys are real good at it. And you have to reach that point where you still have to be heavily, I want black women to be incredibly careful of the guys they talk to, no matter the community. Hebrew Israelite, Hotep, I'm one of those free black spiritualists. Be careful, ladies. Be careful, be careful, be careful. me personally, I'm not here to advertise myself as if I am infallible either, but I would want any woman, and especially if I have a daughter, to recognize that niggas will put on a costume just to go tricking and treating. And instead of you opening the door and giving son your goodies, you can peep him through the window and be like, "Get the fuck off my property," you know. And it's both ways. I've met women who, I mean, throw their fist up in the air. You go to talking to them, and you actually start, you know, showing your passion about certain things in your activities, and that same level of enthusiasm is met with skepticism and criticism because, oh man, you're doing the most. What? You know what I mean? So please be careful. Um, please be careful. Please be aware that people will manipulate your love for oneself to get closer to you. And just because we adorn ourselves with the same symbols and iconography does not mean that we are friends. Doesn't. Every ancient Kemite or Kushite were not friends. They could live in the same empire. That does not mean they were friends. So let's not act like we all have to act like we all love each other, but we have to respect and understand each other. And for my women, I just want you guys to be happy. And if you have a sense of self love, you have to be, you can't be afraid to be alone. Because when you're really waiting for the right one, you're going to be alone. And you deserve to find that true God to match your godliness. Don't just settle because, oh, he wears what I wear and on one level he agrees with me. Just wait. You want to meet somebody that on every level, every plane of existence, from just the physical to the metaphysical to the spiritual to the mental. You want every aspect of your being and existence to coincide with your partner. Your energies have to exchange in a perfect balance of each other. And just wait. Believe me, I know. Everybody's fleshly needs are there, but just wait. There's a guy out here who truly is on the same level as you. You just gotta wait. Fellas, there are a lot of women out here who are claim consciousness. Just have a guy to talk to. Don't wait, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just be patient. Um this this thing is a trend, so we have to treat it like we treat everything else that becomes very popular. You have a lot of people in it just because they see that it's a way to get girls. And I mean, black women are sublime, you know, sublime manifestations of God. So I mean, I can't even blame somebody that just wants to be around all these strong black women, but not at the expense of manipulating and using them just for a physical gratification. So again, ladies, I love you guys. I love you all, and I just want you guys to be careful of the type of guys you invite into your circle and share your energy with. Just be careful, and just when you open your mind and you reach that level of self-love that's so powerful, you're gonna attract the king that's on the same level. Just wait.